Hello children, welcome back to the class. Today we shall continue with arithmetic progression, solving the questions using nth term formula. See this question, the 11th term and 21st term of an AP are 16 and 29 respectively. So I have recorded here T11, 11th term is 16 and 21st term, that is T21, is 29. Find the 41st term of that AP. Okay. Now in order to find the 41st term, you will need the value of the first term and the common difference, right? So using these two, we'll make two equations and we shall find the value of A and D. So let me assume first, let the first term as A, first term A, common difference D. So what will be T11? You all know the formula. Which formula we are using? Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This will give you T11 is equal to A plus 11 minus 1 into D. That is A plus 10D. And also the value of the 11th term is given 16, right? So first equation you find here is A plus 10D is equal to 16. Similarly, if you want to write the equation for the 21st term, which is equal to 29, what will happen? 21 minus 1 will give you what? 20. So this equation comes as A plus 20D is equal to 29. Right? Now these two equations, if you observe, they are the two simultaneous equation in the terms A and D, right? So we will solve them. So equation 2 minus equation 1 will be easier for us. Equation 2 minus equation 1 we will do. A plus 20D equals 29 minus A plus 10D equals 16. Since we are subtracting, so you need to change the signs. So no sign, plus sign, minus, plus sign, minus. Again no sign means plus, that becomes minus, right? This gets cancelled. Simply you get 10D is equal to 29 minus 16, what? 13. So D equals 13 upon 10. That is 1.3. First answer is found. You can find the value of A by substituting this value in equation 1. So put D equals 1.3 in say equation 1. What is equation 1? A plus 10D equals 16. So A plus 10 into D is 1.3 is equal to 16. That is A plus 10 into 1.3, decimal shift so to the right, 13. So A is equal to 16 minus 13, that is 3. So now we have found the value of first term is 3 and common difference is 1.3. Now for this AP, the first term and the common difference is being found. So any numbers term at any place, any missing term simply can be found here. So I have to find what? T41. T41 will be what? A is what? 3 plus N is what? 41 minus 1, right? Into D is what? 1.3. So here you get 3 plus 40 into 1.3, right? So 3 plus 52, right? Decimal shifting over there. So the answer is what? 55. So did you understand? Two terms were given, only two terms were given. We have framed two linear equations and found that both missing variables, and once we know the value of A and D, any term can be found. Another question, which term of the AP 11, 8, 5, 2 and so on is negative 151? What you need to understand, this is mentioned, it is an AP, right? And in this AP there is some term negative 151. You have to find that which term it is. That is, you have to find at which place negative 151 will be there. That is, in short, you need to find the value of n over here. Since the AP is already given, so using Tn formula, what all terms we need to know? A, that is first term. What is the first term here? 11. Now D, show here how do you get D? D will be what? Second term minus first term. 11 minus 8, what is the answer here? Minus 3. Okay. And what we are going to assume? Let Tn is negative 151. Okay. So what is the formula that you can mention? Tn equals A plus n minus 1 into D. So many times when we write, what is the use of that? We ultimately learn the formula. Now nth term is given to us. What is that? Minus 151. A is what? 11. We are substituting the value. N's value we need to find. And D is what? Minus 3. Since it is minus, put a bracket without fail. Now minus 151. Shift 11 to this side. What it will be? Minus 11 is equal to n minus 1 multiplied by minus 3. Keep it as it is. Now this will give you, both numbers are negative, so you will be adding, the answer will be negative 162, right? And this negative 3 can be brought here to divide it. Is it divisible by 3? Yes, you must have used the divisibility test. So n minus 1 is this. Signs are getting cancelled. 3 1s are 3 5s are 15 and 3 4s are 12. What do we get? 54 is equal to n minus 1. Therefore, n will be equal to what? 54 minus 1 transpose on the other side plus 1. N equals what? 55. So, what is the question? Which term? So, 50th term of the given AP is negative 151. You can write as T55 is equal to minus 151, or 55th term of given AP is minus 151. Followed? Hello children. To continue our class on arithmetic progression, in today's class I am going to tell you a short but very interesting story of a famous person whose name was Carl Gauss. Imagine some 300 years back, it is believed that in Germany, some school, a teacher enters the class, okay, primary section class the teacher enters, and he wants to engage his children in some work for some time. So to that primary class he gives the work. What is the work? Find the sum of all numbers from 1 to 100. Now what the teacher is expecting, that children will take enough time to keep on adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, and by the time they reach 100 it will be taking much time for them. And to the surprise of teacher, this person Gauss, within very less period of time, gives the answer. The teacher confirms the answer is correct and gets surprised that how such a small child has done it. Of course, Carl Gauss was later known as a famous mathematician and he was blessed with extraordinary intelligence. But you can think that logical thinking of that child, let us see. So when the teacher is asking that how he has done the sum of all these numbers so quickly, Gauss has shown his method. What was expected? 1 plus 2 plus 3, say till 100 was asked. Okay. Now Gauss wrote the numbers like this, and one more time he wrote the same numbers. 100, what will be in decreasing order now? 99, 98. So what is the number here? Last number will be 1. And just see, when he has added all these things, what will happen? You also think what will be the answer. When he adds up, 1 plus 100. Term wise, 1 plus 100, what is the answer? 101. 2 plus 99, 101. 3 plus 98, yes. Like this way you can imagine 4 plus 97, all the terms would add up 101, and last again will be what? 100 plus 1, 101. So what Gauss did, instead of adding all these numbers, a single number 101, how many times it is added? 100 times, correct na? So instead of adding it 100 times, he multiplied it by 100 times. So what his sum became? 100 multiplied by 101. And also he understood that how many times he has done it? 2 times, no? So divided by 2. You got it. Now 101 multiplied by 100, very simple multiplication it is. Divided by 2. What is the answer here? 5050, which is the correct answer. Okay. So any age, any time, if you think in some different way, you sometimes can invent some great things. Okay, so do try that. Anyways, why I have told you this story, that the further part in arithmetic progression, what we are going to study after nth term formula, how to find the sum of n terms of given AP. Now let's see, using Gauss work, how can we get the formula. Okay, 1, 2, 3 up to 100. This all these numbers are making an AP, yes or no? Because they are increasing by 1, so they are making an arithmetic progression, right? Now let's see this result of Gauss. You all have understood now this. Let's name it as S. Sum of 100 terms, let it be S. This is also what? S. So when you add up S and S, what it will become? 2S, right? And that 2S, then further on solving, since this 2 is shifted here, becomes like this way. Now let us generalize this way how Gauss has used. So sum of n terms, if I go for here n is what? How many terms are there? 100. Look at this. You can take 100 as number of terms, right? Then 2 will be a constant. Why? Because this series is added how many times? 2 times. Okay. And 101, how will you split out? See, there are two constant things here. 101 is the sum of 1 and 100. Out of that, 1 is what? First term, and 100 is what? Last term of the AP we are adding. So if I am going to generalize it for n terms, what I have to get here? 100, which will be replaced by n. How many terms sum I am finding? N upon 2, because 2 times we have added. In the bracket, 101 can be written as 1 plus 100. So 1 is what? The first term, right? And 100 is what? Nth term. Have you understood? First term, or you can also call it as last term as well. So we have got a formula for sum of n terms, that is n upon 2, first term plus last term, T1 plus Tn. Got it? So simple and interesting it is, no? Then every time we may not know the nth term is given 100 here. So nth term, if I have to find, I may replace this by our nth term formula. So here I will give you the second formula. N upon 2 bracket A first term as it is, and supposing nth term we do not know. So what we will be writing? A Tn formula, A plus n minus 1 into D. So Sn is equal to what? N upon 2 bracket A plus A, what it will be? 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So these are the two formulae. Using this, you can find the sum of n terms of any AP. That is the next part we are going to study. We have learned whether the given sequence is AP or not, how to find its nth term. In the further and the next part, how to find the sum of n terms of an AP. And we can use two formulae. If we know the first term and the last term and how many terms are there in that AP, we can directly find their sum. If we do not know what is the last term, but we know the first term, and the common difference and the value of n, we can use this formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Learn both the formulae properly.